Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today I have with me the energy of a being that's just simply calling themselves a higher self. They don't want to give a specific identification of who they are, because it's not about who they are, it's about who you are today. The subject is your purpose is to create. When they came to me this morning, they said a lot of the confusion with people not knowing what to do with their lives isn't because there's something fundamentally wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with who you are as a spiritual being. You came into this world to learn how to create things that are different than what is created in the natural world. In the natural world, you see things like animals and plants and birds and fishes living in very well-structured and specific pathways of existence that are easily predictable and observable. And you'll notice that that's not such the case for humans. That as a human being, you have been given the benefit and the ability to create independent of your biological nature, which is what most other life forms on this physical dimension exist from exclusively. Their biological nature dictates their function in all areas of their lives, and they are restricted to that area of function. In the human realm, you have the ability to be able to create beyond the needs of your biological organism. That is, your body simply needs to eat and sleep and procreate from its level of functioning as all other animals in this world do. But you have a consciousness that is somewhat different. You are not a body. You have the instrument called a body. You are what we call a soul. The term spirit of universal light is quite applicable to your nature. As such, you have the ability to move beyond the fundamental needs of your biology and extend your capabilities well beyond that of the animal kingdom. Your structures and mechanisms for education have diluted your abilities to be uniquely distinct in your own creative process. You created a cookie cutter system that simply reduces your functionality as individuals and increases your dysfunctionality as individuals. In your consciousness, when you came into this world, was a clear understanding of who and what you are. When you came into this world, the distraction of your senses brought you to the outside of yourself, to the world of senses, smells, touches, and tastes. But not completely, as some of you had natural talents that were easily observable, but not often approved of in the environments in which you were raised in. Some of you were great artists and are still potentially great artists. Some of you are great explorers, and some of you are great singers, and some of you are great builders. Some of you are great at looking at systems of social structure that help and enhance and improve the cohesiveness of large-scale individuality and unfortunately, your conventional education takes you away from that. Your individuality is distinct not because of your biology so much, although your biology can and does reflect that you are an individual. It is you, soul, your consciousness, your awareness that can be distinct. You can be distinct from your thoughts, your emotions, and your biology. You can recognize that there are elements of your consciousness that aren't exactly you in the sense that you are you. That is, your thinking mind is something that you can readily observe, evaluate, and analyze if you're not so attached to the information in it. The realm of emotions, whether those emotions are good or evil, are easily perceptible to your awareness. You can perceive that something does not feel good and something does feel good. You have that capability as awareness. And your body is very obvious. You can easily observe and recognize that your body by nature is able to follow your instructions. It will also provide you with information about this world, what it sees, what it hears, what it smells, what it touches, what it tastes. And these things can be very delightful and very distracting at the same time. Your capacity to distinguish yourself from the faculty of your body, the thoughts of your mind, the memories of your past, the emotions that you utilize as functions of creation. Your ability to make those distinctions puts you into the position where you can begin the process of creation, where you can begin to evaluate and examine the thinking mind, the memory systems, the emotions, the biology, and begin a process of conscious and deliberate creation relative to your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body. Only you can do this. Your mind, the one that has been made by the world, your emotions, and your body cannot alter or change themselves. They can be acted upon by external elements such as your educational facilities, your parents, your teachers. The sensations of the world can act upon your body so as to influence it. They can act upon your mind so as to influence it. They can act upon your emotions so as to influence them. But you, as awareness, have the ultimate authority to say, I will allow this and I will not allow this. I will think this, I will not think this. I will do this, I will not do this. And in the simplest terms, those are the basic mechanics to the process of creation, that you can choose what thoughts to think, thereby creating specific qualities of emotion. You can choose what things to say and to do. You can choose how you will treat that body. And we find that many of you are deferring the function of your biology to others, which is completely ridiculous, to defer the well-being of your body to others rather than gaining and acquiring the necessary experience on how to operate your body as the vehicle that it is, which is unique and distinct among all vehicles on this planet. There are no two bodies in this physical world that are identical. And if you would say that even those in the realm of twins are identical, we would say, no, this is not true either, as the functions of the consciousness of each individual in the different bodies gives it a very clear distinction of not being the same in its functionality, merely somewhat similar in appearance. Many of you have deferred the process of your body to others, as many of you are now deferring the process of your thinking mind to others, not willingly taking responsibility for what thoughts go through your mind and why, to not realize and learn that your thinking mind is a creating instrument, that the thinking mind generates functions of emotional energy that generate functions of behavior, that generate causes that you experience as the effects in your life. Now, these causes and effects can also be initiated by others who say things to you or act to you in certain ways. And if you allow what they say and what they do to influence you, then you will be influenced into functions of behavior that may or may not be desirable or compatible with your true nature as a creating intelligence. You are here to create, unique and distinct from anybody else, not to be some homogeneous being like the animals of the world, simply being one within a group, not really distinct or distinguishable from the other. You came here with unique capabilities and skills, not only as a body, but as an awareness, as a creating intelligence. You are a creating intelligence. Now, how then do you begin this process of remembering that you are creative, remembering that you have a purpose, and that that purpose is to create, to become conscious of your natural inclinations, the things that give you joy when you do them, and to do them so consistently that you become the master you intended to become in the function of your creation in this world. And yet so many of you would seek to be quick to join this group or that organization for the sake of belonging rather than the wondrous journey of your individuality. Individuality is why you are all unique and distinct. And yet so many of you would fight and surrender your liberties so quickly as to simply be lost in a crowd of individuals, and then discovering that you're lost in a crowd of individuals and you no longer feel alive or special in the way that you're designed to be, unique and distinct among all other humans. The function of creativity amongst humans is easily observable in how it is distinct and distinguishable from what animals can create or be or do. To willingly and by choice activate, bring to light your unique capabilities is your sacred duty to yourself. And by that token, you will contribute to humanity in ways that no other being can. Whether you are what you would call an artist, or a singer, or a builder, or an organizer of social systems, whether you are a teacher, a student, whether you are a thinker, or an evaluator, or a pursuer, or an aspirant of truth, seeking the source of your life. Why are you here? For what purpose? For what reason? And quite simply, the answer is that you are here to create. That is your function, to create. And you can create what you will create, and you will know if it is true, for that which you delight in creating is your function. And so many of you would say, well, doodling on a pad is not much and does not mean anything. But then you can look at some of your greatest artists and see very clearly that their doodling is quite valuable and useful to others who would adore the wonder of its beauty. Do not underestimate your creation. The more you function in its practice, the more it will develop and unfold into what it truly is. You will become, by applying the acts of your joy, that is, the things that give you great delight to be and do, that give your body and your mind clarity and vitality. For there are many things that you say you love to do this and you love to do that, but they harm your body. They damage you. These are not necessarily the things that are in alignment with who you are, for the function of creation is life word, to improve, enhance, and better experience, not only for the creator, but those that would receive the benefits of the creation. Much the same way you have received the benefits of a creator in this world, that this world is a function of a creating intelligence upon which you live and in which you participate in an equal function of creation. And you can look out and see the trees and the birds and the waters and the great cities that have been constructed. And you can see the wonder of creation moving through everything, everywhere. There is not one place in your world that creation is not operating itself, including within you. Creation lives in you. It yearns to express through you. It yearns to be through you. It learns and earns to be free through you. Your freedom comes through the function of creation, not from how much you may acquire in terms of the things of this world, but in terms of the quality of joy and happiness that you feel in the assertion of your own creative process. To assert yourself creatively, you can do this, to assert yourself creatively. And such creation will benefit your body. It will benefit your mind. It will benefit your peace of heart. It will elevate you up. And in so doing, you will contribute to others in a similar fashion. The very nature of your function of creation is that it will assist others in becoming their creative best. And that is why you are here, to create, to understand your unique function of creation. And some of you may say, but I like doing this, but I cannot make any way to live off that substance. And we would say to you, not yet you can, but you will if you are persistent, committed, lovingly, delightfully, fearlessly, the most important element, to create fearlessly. Imagine being fearless in your creation, not fearful of whether you will reap a reward or not, but simply delighting in the joy of the creation, and only delighting in the joy of the creation until the creation springs forth its life And then the creator's creation sustains the creator. And this is what you must understand: the patience, the fearlessness that is needed to pursue your greatest love of being and doing, whether it be to be a mother or a father or a builder or a healer or a teacher or an artist or a singer or a dancer or a miner or an explorer. Your creation will sustain you if you pursue it fearlessly. In all moments, to be fearless, for the function of a fearless mind is the function of creation completing itself. Many of you begin the process of creation and get fearful that it will not be or do enough, or that you will not be able to do it in time, or you may not have enough time to do it. Many of you believe that you do not have enough time, and this is your greatest fear. You have more than sufficient time, and you do what you need to do, but stay connected to the joy of your creating. Let all the fear pass you by. To the degree and extent that you liberate your fear from your mind, to that degree and extent, that energy will become free for you to create even further, more effectively. In your true nature, you are fearless. You are a function of love, for that is what creation is. Creation is a function of love in the manifestation of this physical dimension. And your true nature is that you are creator, in the image and likeness of a creator who delights in his creation as equally as you can delight in your creation. And if there's no delight in your life and there's suffering in your life, you have simply not quite connected to or committed to your creation, or you've been distracted from it or diverted from it, and you've allowed the world and other people to dissuade you from the function of your creation, or you've convinced yourself that you do not have enough time, or that you cannot do it, or that people will not like you or accept your creation, and you allow something outside of yourself to diminish the wonder of you. When I came to this one today, it was very simple. That your purpose is to create here, that you would know that your purpose is to create, and to do so fearlessly, to surrender your fears when they are precipitated by either the environment or from within the confines of your own mind, your own educated mind, or supposedly educated mind. So your systems of education right now benefit a few while many others suffer. You must find what your function of creation is and do it. What gives you joy when you do it? What gives you excitement when you think it? Joy and love are the most foundational energies of creation. Do not think that the little thing that you like, that little dot on the paper, or that little note that you sing, do not ever underestimate the power of your creation. Ever. Fascinating. Good morning, everybody. So we're transitioning into a whole new function. I'm really excited about going forward with all you guys. So I wonder where everybody is from today. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? Cheryl's asking, I'm feeling lost in my guidance. Am I going in the right direction? You are, but you're coming up to you're coming up to a movement, but you need to let go of the fear, Cheryl. There's a direction about something about to happen in your life right now, but if you stay in this state of fear and uncertainty, it's going to block you from seeing it, and it's going to block it from presenting itself to you. So just sit down and release your fear and just make this statement: I'm open and receptive to receiving what I need to receive and being what I need to be. I'm open and receptive to receiving what I need to receive and being what I need to be. But that energy of fear and uncertainty that you're feeling, you have to let that go from the body, literally. We're in the middle of our 102 masterclass, and people are just learning how to let go of old emotions. because old emotions keep you repeating the same problems. And once you learn how to release an old emotion, it completely changes things. So release that emotion, Cheryl, and then make that statement. I'm open to receiving, right? And I'm open to being. Like, you really need to make those statements. I don't operate in memory, I operate in the present moment. Good morning, everyone. Hi, everybody. Hello, Mary. Hi, Sophia. Somebody's saying, Sophia is saying on YouTube, I just created my blog site and started writing. Any further advice on creation? Much love. Yes, Sophia, just keep doing it. Keep feeling the delight in the process. This is what happens to a lot of people. They start the creative process. They build the website. They build the business. And then they let the energy of doubt creep in. They let the energy of doubt creep in. And they get disconnected. And that once you do that, you shift your energy from the creative process of joy to the creative energy of fear, which creates delay. Fear creates delay. So yeah, you're on the right track, but stay connected to the joy of what you're doing, the sharing of your message with other people, the sharing of your wisdom. That be the energy that you work from, and things will start, doors will open, just like with Cheryl over on TikTok. That process of emotional energy is organizing your affairs, whether you're aware of it or not. And this is true for every single soul on this planet. What we think and feel is organizing our realm. When we change what we think and feel, we change what's happening in our world around us. So yeah, you're on the right track, kiddo. You really, really are. Yeah. I don't know why Archangel Raphael's coming in. He's saying, really focusing on knowing that the function of your word will heal others. The function of your word will heal others. So remember that too. The function of your word will heal others. Hey, from Astral, how are you doing? Can I do a reading without a question? Yes, of course, Rhonda. If you want to book a reading with me, you can certainly do that. You don't have to have a set of questions ready. You can book a reading on my website, or you can just ask a question here. But Rhonda, if I tune into your energy right now, what I get is let go of the dismay. Let go of that. You've got this feeling like there's a hole in your life right now. You've got to let that feeling go. You got to let that feeling go and go into the energy of your life is complete. Like, if your life was already as you wanted it to be, let's say you could just imagine that your life is exactly the way you could imagine it to be right now. That process of imagining is going to create an energy in your body. And it's the energy that creates that you want to connect to, that you want to feel and rest your energy in that, the energy that imagining creates. You want to really rest in that energy. And I don't know, there's some male figure on the side. I would stay clear of that for now. I'm getting that you need to stay clear of that male figure right now. Really focus on the energy of your life being exactly what you want. Those things may not appear right away, but once you start connecting to that energy, you start to set the stage for things like itself to come into it. I mean, it's simply true. Emotion organizes matter. My guardian angel John said it to me 4 years ago. William, emotion is the fifth state of energy, and it organizes all energy below it. So when you're feeling got a certain emotion you're holding on to, or a certain emotion you can create, they start to organize the environmental conditions of our lives all the time. It's really fascinating. But thank you for that question. Really appreciate it. Someone from Oshawa. That's great. Oshawa, Ontario. Question from Mary on YouTube. Any messages for me? Wow. I'm being told to say that the angels of love and light are smiling with you. They constantly are grateful for your willingness to share the violet light and the fire of your soul with others. Continuing this process, there is a doorway about to open to your left. What do you mean by the left? It is simply to the left. So a doorway of emotion, a doorway of feeling is going to open up for you, Mary. Something new, a new feeling energy is going to come into your life right now. But they love that you do that with so many people. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. It's a wonderful day here. It's like just a wonderful day in this world right now. Azaria is asking, what do I need? It's funny, I ran into a guide a couple days ago called Azaria, came in for a minute or two and said, rest, take a rest. There's this undercurrent of anger that you've been keeping in the back of your body, like just behind your just below your atlas joint. You've got a knot of anger just below your atlas joint. You need to release that anger from your body. And then I'm being told that when you release that anger from your body, you're going to feel the jewel of joy in the place of the anger. But like literally, and yes, okay. So a simple way of releasing an emotion from the body, the simplest way that I've been taught by the masters is this. You feel an emotion, it lives in your body. You find out where in your body that emotion is. And then you use your breath and you draw that emotion up out of the body. You literally can draw the emotion out of your body and release the emotion with love and grace. And they told me whenever you release an emotion from your body, always release it with love and grace. Don't project it on other people, but draw it up. So if you're feeling angry at somebody, don't project it at them. Recognize where you're holding that anger in your body, because the anger you're holding in your body is connected to people treating you that way. So once you can that point body with the heart or the shoulders, the neck, the back, once you know where an emotion lives in your body, use the breath of the body, draw the emotion up, and then release it to the top of the head. Just draw it up out of the body and release it through the top of the head. And you repeat that process and release it always. When you release an emotion from your body, always release it with love and grace. Always make a decision. I'm going to release this anger with love and grace. I'm going to release this fear. I'm going to release this guilt, this shame with love and grace. Do not release it at other people. Just release it out the top of the head with love and grace. And it's the simplest mechanism. Do that right now. Like do that right now. You'll feel a huge shift in your energy. Anybody does that right now, they'll feel a huge shift. Who's this? Base boosted. Hi, Michael. It's Norma Jean. Good to see you and the light you are. Oh, thank you so much, Norma Jean. I like that handle, Basted Boost. Thank you so much. Adam was asking, was that message regarding anger with respect to me? It may be to you, but it was targeted to Azaria, who'd asked a question on TikTok. So I'm streaming on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, so I can take questions from all three platforms. But if you feel it resonates with you, I'm told to tell you yes, it applies to you as well, Adam. Do that process. It's the simplest process the masters have given to us of how to release old emotions from the body. Our whole Masterclass 102 Liberation is all about how to get rid of old emotions out of the body, how to learn the mechanisms for doing that. And you're hearing that right now. It doesn't cost you a dime. Remember, too, if you're enjoying this content, to like, to subscribe, to follow, to share, to support the channel, whatever way you can, get this information to other people. Because there are so many people on the planet. They keep telling me there are millions and millions of people that are waking up. 2 billion, to be exact. 2 billion people are awakening on this planet, but not getting access to the information that allow them to make the journey of ascension, which is to bring their energy up, to bring their vitality up, to bring their body up. Very powerful. Oh, thank you, Sophia. I really appreciate that super chat. I think that's 78. 78. Thank you very much. I think they're Hong Kong dollars. Thank you so kindly. Very generous. Question from SJK. My rescue gelding has lost weight and lost its spunk. I have not called the vet yet. Can you tell me what he needs? It was funny. The first, yeah. He needs a deworming. And looking for somebody. He's looking for another horse companion. Would like another horse companion. Yeah, loneliness. They love you very much, but they're feeling lonely. They need another. Okay, I'm being told you can do this. If you know the mother of the gelding, feel the mother's energy and bring the two energies together. So you want to sense and feel the energy of the mother of that gelding. You want to sense and feel the mother's energy and bring the mother's energy to the gelding. And you should see an almost immediate change because they'll feel the energy you're transmitting to them of the mother. Okay, very important because they need to feel that energy right now, the energy of the mother. Really, that's really cool. Oh, you're very welcome. So glad you enjoyed that message. Hi, Azarius from Toronto. Someone's asking, will I reunite with man? Or is there a new love coming? I want to say this about love. Relationships will change and transform as you change and transform. So as far as that, be open and receptive to what the universe is trying to offer you as you change your consciousness to get easier and easier and easier. Energy changes. The world changes as you change and evolve. Don't try to hold on to what was. embrace what is coming. There's something new coming to you. Embrace it, embrace it, embrace it, embrace it. Be open and receptive to something greater than what was before, because that's what creation is. Creation is about becoming more life, more vitality, more joy, not the same stuff, different day. That's just like, it's not fun. Question. Let's see here. I was able to subscribe. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for subscribing on TikTok. I really appreciate that. Every subscription helps us keep this channel operating. We also, I don't know if you've the movie with Jim Caviezel, about the organization Our Underground Railroad. It's our primary place where we donate funds to is Our Underground Railroad. So 10% of everything that comes to us goes out to that through these channels. So thank you so much for those who are subscribed to TikTok and YouTube, because 10% of everything you put here goes towards Our Underground Railroad. And on TikTok, please remember to subscribe. Please remember to subscribe. I'd like to get up to 20 subscribers as soon as possible. We can do that this week. So remember to subscribe, guys. We got a pinned comment here. Can you go into detail about what they said, that the Earth is cooling and not warming? Oh, great. It's interesting. When they were first telling me about that, I was questioning them. They said, you have to understand, you get condensation, that is, more water falls when temperature gets cool. So if you put something that's really cold outside and there's warmer air around it, then the water vapor in the air will condensate on the plate and fall. And there's massive flooding in many places in the world right now. Water is cooling the Earth down. So everything's getting cooler, not warmer. There's a lot of information that's being presented that is not accurate or truthful. And again, I'm not, what is the term, a weather person in that sense, but I only accept the truth that I've been given. The truth I've been given is our planet is in a process of cooling, not of warming. And governments are afraid of people finding out the truth, because they're creating all these ways of stealing money to build their little underground hiding places, right? They're trying to build these secret underground hiding places to hide from what is unfolding and to keep everybody else in the dark about it as long as possible. And to make you feel responsible and guilty for having harmed the planet. The planet's not in as bad a shape as what they're telling you. But yeah, if you want, if you send me your email address, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you can use the contact information form, and I will give you more detail on that. Or if you want, you can book a reading on that, and we can go into detail about it that way too. Scrolling. Pinned comment. Is there a message from my dad? Does he have any warnings for me? He's saying the only warning I have for you is to be happy. Focus on being happy. Focus on being happy. Yes, just focus on being happy. Like, he's really pushing this at you. Like, focus on being happy. Like, that's his great drive for you, is to focus on your happiness. No warnings. He says he will not give fear to you anymore. I cannot give you fear from here. I can only offer you my love. I can only offer you my love from here. That's really cool. When people leave the physical dimension, that happens a lot. They shift from fear consciousness right into love consciousness. You realize, oh, that wasn't who I was. Right? That happens to a lot of people. Mary Ann Scott is asking, how does my son feel about the visit I made to the town last weekend? I came home with such peace. Well, what else would your son feel but your peace? As a parent, the energy that you feel most frequently is communicated to your children. The role of parents in influencing their children is so misunderstood. Every thought, every emotion, especially with younger children, every thought and every emotion you have literally is communicated telepathically to your children. And between ages 0 and 5, children don't understand language, but they understand images and vibrations. Thoughts, they feel the energy of thoughts and the vibration of thoughts. So really, if you're going to have children, learn to keep your conscience in a state of love and grace as best you can, because your children will learn that love and grace. That's a beautiful thing. So your son is loving that very much. Really, the minute whatever you feel, your children will feel. Whatever you think, your children will feel. It's an amazing thing, and that doesn't end. It does not end. That relationship stays intact until they leave the physical dimension, right? Any message for me from my brother? His name was William. All I'm getting, I'm just getting silence. So he's back in an incarnation. He's not outside of this dimension. He's back in this dimension. And the name I'm getting for him is Greg. He's going by the name of Greg in this dimension right now. That's the name he has for the body that he's in right now. But he's not in the non-physical dimensions. He's back here to create. He said he left too suddenly. He wanted to come back and finish a few things up. Right. And he's chosen a family system that's going to be conducive to him completing the work that he left incomplete. That's really cool. I like that. I got time enough for 2 more questions. We'll take one from TikTok here. Oh, another person from Toronto. Wonderful. Hi. Let's see. We'll go for Moon Witch first on YouTube. My right arm is very sore. What and why did I create there? Yes. Your right arm is sore because there's an old emotion that's stored in there. There's something that you've held in there. Remember, events in time and space happen because of the emotional energy we hold. So right now, Moon Witch, direct your attention to the pain in the arm. Just because, let your awareness embrace the space that the pain occupies in your body. Just let your awareness embrace the space that the pain occupies in that part of your body. And as you allow your awareness to feel that pain, just communicate these thoughts to the pain. Because when you create a thought, it creates an energy. And give the pain and soreness in your right arm this thought: I'm with you. I love you. And I will take care of you. And make certain when you think or speak those words that you do so in a tone of voice that sounds sincere. I'm with you. I love you. I will take care of you. Make certain that the tone you think or speak those words in towards that soreness in the arm is done in a tone that's sincere, like you really mean it. And then you'll feel it react and respond. And you can apply that process more deeply and get into a very loving energy, because love will heal the body, right? Love as an energy will heal the body. And you can do so surprisingly quick, even if it's been severely damaged. One more question from TikTok. Let's see here. Do you mentor someone to be more psychic? Yes, absolutely. You can join our Masterclass series. We have a new series. The date has to be announced, but it's our 101 Masterclass called Awakening, where we introduce people to the concept of mediumship and how to develop physical practices and applications for opening up your non-physical senses: clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, and claircognizance. So yes, we do. So you can sign up for the course as soon as the new date's been released, which will probably be by the end of this week. And you can register for upcoming 101 Masterclass called Awakening, which will be probably sometime in late September or October, as we are in the middle of our 102 Masterclass. But yes, anybody who's able to be awake and aware and observant enough can open their senses. Open their spiritual senses. So yes, to answer your question directly, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out. And we are soon to be Toronto Medium on the road. So I want to wish you all much, much love. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your subscribing. Remember to like, subscribe, share, follow. Get this information out to as many people as you possibly can. Subscribe to the channels now. And I will see you guys on Friday for our Friday Q&A. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful